My name's Adam Manaka and I'm the Financial Controller for Hi-Tech Oils. With our national capacity, we can now service Australian companies nationwide. Of late, we have now expanded into the New Zealand market. Here at Hi-Tech Oils, we receive premium base oils and premium additive packs. Together, with our highly trained staff, we manufacture over 500 premium quality products. Hi-Tech Oils is Australian made and Australian owned.
This is the Maxxis SuperEnduro FIM World Championship and the first round in Poland. The beautiful city of Krakow in Poland and the Toron Arena plays host to the first round. A city known for its passion for super enduro. Tadej Blasusiak, an absolute legend of the sport. This time 1 year ago, Blasusiak retired from the sport, but he's back alongside some legendary names. Alex Salvini, Johnny Walker, Alfredo Gomez moving across to Husqvarna for 2017-18. Cody Webb joins full-time for the 2017-18 season alongside the world champion Colton Haker and that man, Tadej Blasusiak. Points are added together from 3 finals. Here's the action from Prestige Final 1. 5 seconds. And who's going to get the whole shot down in towards turn 1? Tadej Blasusiak on the very inside line. And it looks like KTMs are going to make it through. Motocross doing very well on the left-hand side. The queue further back. And I think Colton Haker was one of the ones that didn't get up that tyre stack. Certainly, Colton Haker has a massive amount of work to do. Blasusiak it is that leads the field. Second position and beautifully through the rocks is Cody Webb. Webb had to work through after his disappointing qualifying, but Webb leads from Tadej Blasusiak. In third position, Manuel Leckenbicker, and then it's a battle behind between Johnny Walker and Alfredo Gomez, teammates last year, now on opposing teams. There is Cody Webb. Look how good he is. Where's our world champion? Colton Haker down in 9th position. So he did get stuck on that first obstacle and now has massive work to do. Oh, missing the track. That could well be a penalty for Tadej Blasusiak. Missed that obstacle on the round at the back of the circuit, went round the tabletop, and I know that race control look at that and they do enforce penalties. We won't know until the end of the race, however, so for the moment it is this way. Oh, and down in the matrix is Cody Webb, and Blasusiak moves into the lead. And what can Billy Bolt do here? Takes an unusual line through the rock section as Alfredo Gomez is the next Husqvarna beside him. But Bolt looks like he might try and get past Leckenbichler. As I said, Leckenbichler probably the man with the most experience of this track so far. Bolt goes down the inside of him and up into second position. The hard enduro rider, not a huge amount of experience in super enduro in this kind of format, especially when it comes to very tight courses and side-by-side racing. But Bolt is up into second position. Leckenbichler down to third spot. And there is the number 2 of Cody Webb, who dives down the inside of Leckenbichler, and I think he's moved himself up into third spot. Nice work from Cody Webb there. And down in the matrix is Billy Bolt on the 57, so he's foregone that second position. Leckenbichler is up to third then, and Cody Webb up into second position. It's KTM 1, 2, 3 now. There is Blasusiak, 5-second lead over Cody Webb. Leckenbichler in third position, then Gomez, Bolt and Walker down in sixth. Colton Haker only in seventh, you can see on the left-hand side. And then it's Dan McCanny and Alex Salvini, 2 names you'll know well from the Enduro GP. And plenty of position changes there, a bit of back markers, and this is the problem now with traffic. Amazing double there from Cody Webb, completely over the tabletop. But now, without the momentum, his feet not on the pegs through the rock section, but look at the speed he's got over Tadej Blasusiak. Cody Webb looks like he might be able to pass Blasusiak again for a second time. Oh, look at that through the matrix. Beautiful stuff from Webb. And now we do have a battle on our hands for the lead. Cody dropped it earlier on, gave Blasusiak the lead of the race, and now he's fighting back. Blasusiak doesn't look as committed and makes a mistake over the tyre section, but kind of blocks Cody Webb. Webb trying to kind of double those logs. Look how high he gets over the tabletop. Really good stuff there. This won't be a place where he can overtake through the rocks, and Cody didn't look strong last time through. Different lines though, different lines, and he takes the lead. Beautiful, beautiful work from Cody Webb. It's the line that we saw Johnny Walker take in Super Pole, and Blasusiak almost looking tired now. Webb ahead of Blasusiak. Can Blasusiak hold on to second position? To say, he looked a bit chilled out on that first pursuit. A little mistake there from Gomez over the tyre stack though. And I think just turning up the wick a little bit from Blasusiak, just to counter Alfredo Gomez and his pursuit. Just one more time through the rock section. Can Gomez find a better line? Don't think he can. He's going to try and go down the inside. He's going to try and go down the inside. Meanwhile, the winner is Cody Webb. And side by side for second. Oh, Alfredo Gomez makes an error at the bottom of the final jump. But Tadej Blasusiak was pretty tired. And confirmation of the result, pending any penalties. Blasusiak in second, Gomez just about in third.
How was that experience of Super Enduro for you? That was a typical Super Enduro experience. You don't ever know what's going to happen, and got a great lead there. Went down pretty hard in the matrix, and then just trying to regroup. It took me a couple of laps, and I think Johnny landed right on my shoulder in one of the log turns. So it was definitely intense, but I never backed down. And once I got a little lead that last lap, I just took a breather and just wanted to bring her on home for the win.
The second Prestige final sees the grid from the first reversed, therefore the slowest start at the front. Orlin Adesso, Elio Sanchez, Dan McCanny, Cristobal Guerrero and Blake Goodsey will be on the front row.
Let's get this race underway then. Prestige final number 2, who gets the whole shot? Going into the first turn, Blasusiak super fast around the outside. And I tell you what, I think he's up to second position. Haker's down again. Haker's on the floor for a second time. And Cody Webb's also caught up in that one as well. Look at the mess And these are all guys who should be at the front of the field. Johnny Walker at the back has shot there as well. Oh, and down for a second time is Haker. And with him, Elio Salches. And there, the 89 of Alfredo Gomez. I think Walker's going to be dead last by the time we get going. An absolute disaster. That first turn is really proving difficult. A little mistake from Blas Usiak. He leads from Alex Salvini. And then Juan Palseguera in third position at the moment. Cristobal Carrario fourth, Dan McCanny fifth, and Billy Bolt. Now, once we've got through the first, so the front two go through our shot. There is Salvini. And there is Billy Bolt's front wheel, although Bolt makes a small error. But he was the one pushing on. No one anywhere near as fast as Bolt, who did a 49. And Blas Usiak makes an error to get round Johnny Walker, who gets lapped. Oh my lord. Johnny Walker down a lap already. What a disastrous opening round for the Brit. Victories last year. Third in the championship at the end. A hard enduro legend, and Walker is lapped by Blas Usiak. That is absolute disaster. And actually getting through traffic seems to have helped Blas Usiak, because Salvini's now been caught and passed by Bolt. Bolt is up to second position at the back of shot there. So Blas Usiak goes through our shot, but we wait for Salvini. The traffic really causing issue for Bolt, but Bolt is faster now. There's Colton Haker. Haker's down in 11th, making no impression at all. Yes, he got caught up in that first lap accident, but he's not making progress like we're seeing from Billy Bolt. And even ahead of him, Cody Webb in ninth. He hasn't really made much progress either. There's Cody Webb in 8th position. The next man to get ahead of, and I think he has got ahead of, Gomez behind. So Webb is actually up into 7th spot. The timing screen needs to update as we come across the finishing line. But yeah, Gomez is behind. So Webb up to 6th, Gomez to 7th, Guerrero down to 8th. So a big change there mid-pack. And then there's Alex Salvini, who is the next man to be passed by Cody Webb. And Webb makes short, sharp work of him. But now there's a gap, because McCanny is 7 seconds up the road. Okay, last lap board then for Billy Bolt. And he's got some traffic to contend with as well. Is he going to get caught up in the matrix? No, he's all right. Blas Usiak is not going to be close enough. Lettenbecker, as I say, way back. Impressive stuff from Bolt. He put 3.5 seconds on Blas Usiak in just that one lap. Lettenbecker has come over the line in 3rd and McCanny in 4th. And then Cody Webb having a bit of a lonely one in 5th position. So that's probably how it will stay if we don't see any changes. Oh, and down goes one of our back markers. Gets well out the way of Billy Bolt. Who was that? I think that was Blake Goodsey, wasn't it? The final lap then, the checkered flag for Billy Bolt, who wins his first ever Super Enduro race. As I say, a newcomer to the scene, Blas Usiak in 2nd spot. And then it's going to be a longer wait before we get the rest of the field. But Billy Bolt is the winner from Tadej Blas Usiak and Manuel Lettenbecker in 3rd position. There we go. I think Manuel Lettenbecker is going to be well on for a good finish at the end of this one if he can get a good 3rd heat. Billy, congratulations. A first victory in Super Enduro for you. How are you finding this experience?
Yeah, it's mega, you know. Couldn't ask for more, you know. Heat win on my first night at a Super Enduro, first ever race indoors. Yeah, you know, can't complain. A few mistakes I was disappointed with in the first race, so just wanted to try and have like a mistake-free race that time and get through in one piece, and yeah, the result wasn't too bad.
Does this compare to anything that you've done before?
No, not really. Nothing like this intense and physical, like especially the track here. Like compared to the tracks I've been training on, it's a breeze compared to this one. This one's so hard work, but no, delighted to get it done.
The first one feels the best, eh? Yeah. I mean, taste the best, sorry, taste the best.
Prestige Final 3 would be about Cody Webb and Tadej Blasusiak. Who could take the victory? Colton Haker on the pole position, Johnny Walker in third, and Alfredo Gomez in fourth, all needed good results.
Engine revs rise, bit of creeping going on, and off we go. And again, Blasusiak, an amazing start, flies his way into the lead, and Colton Haker follows him up into second position. Finally, Haker gets over this obstacle cleanly for the first time this weekend. And I tell you what, Haker's going to put some pressure on Blasusiak now. The first time he's actually had a relatively clear track ahead of him. Fighting in third position, I think that's Cody Webb up into third position ahead of Gomez and Lettenbicker. And Webb now tries to go around the outside of Colton Haker. They've fought quite a few times in America. Confirmation then of Blasusiak, Haker, Webb, Bolt, Gomez, Lettenbicker, Walker. Cody Webb versus Billy Bolt then. What we want to know is the podium positions at the end of this race and at the end of this evening. At the moment, Blasusiak is going to win this. He's going to win this race, and he's going to win this event. And you can see the fans are absolutely loving it. They thought they'd wave goodbye to Tadej last year. They thought they needed to find a new Polish star, but he's come back. Oh, and Haker's stalled in the stones. Haker's stalled in the stones, and that could cause, well, that could actually allow Blasusiak to still stay in the win here. A little error from Cody Webb. But look, they're on the same shot now. It won't change matters in terms of the event if Webb gets ahead of Blasusiak. Still got maybe 2 laps, 3 laps to go. And again, a bit clumsy from Blasusiak over the tyres. He's still able to double that one, but Webb has an even better double. Gets through the traffic cleanly. That was Elio Salchench. And we've got Alex Salvini just ahead, but look, there's barely a bike length between them. And I think Cody knows where he's going to pounce. He looks very calm for the moment. 14 seconds remain, so at least 2 laps. And Blasusiak puts a foot down. Oh, and that stumps Webb, and Webb has a slowdown. Webb was looking stronger through there, but Blasusiak needed to put a foot down, and that almost caught out Cody Webb. And Blasusiak stays ahead. But you can see he's tiring. You can see the body's just not as strong on the bike. We've got 1 more lap to go. Cody Webb will still push on. And we know that this is where Blasusiak is really struggling these last couple of laps. Webb is right on his tail again. It could be all change. It's as it was, 1 lap to go. As it was last time through as we came to the matrix. Okay, both of them get through this time. That's better. Now Webb needs to work out where he's stronger in the second half of the lap. He's definitely stronger through the matrix, but maybe it's up here in the second half over this tyre stack where Cody can find the advantage. It won't change the overall result. It will still mean that Cody Webb stays in second position, but Blasusiak is holding on. This is mighty from Blasusiak. Webb goes for a different line. Now he goes straight across the rocks. They elbow each other, and Webb goes into the lead. He's going to win this race, but he's not going to win the event. Checkered flag for Cody Webb, his second victory of the evening. But it is Blasusiak who takes the event victory, despite the elbow. A gaggle of bikes with Haker, Bolt, Walker, Lettenbicker and Gomez finishing 3rd down to 7th. So there we go then, confirmation of Webb, Blasusiak and Colton Haker, the top 3. Look at 15-second gap with Billy Bolt, Johnny Walker and Manuel Lettenbicker in 6th position. Cody's second win of the night, but it wasn't quite enough to take the overall event win.
Yeah, it was crazy. I mean, that second race really took it out of me off the start. Got just bad luck and pushed really hard, and I was waiting for Taddy, and once I reeled him in, I was just going to stick with him and hopefully get him on the last lap, and he messed up the matrix. I fell back, and I pushed real hard, and the last lap he gave it to me on the inside. I think he was all pumped up, and I just squared up through the rocks and was able to get the pass on him. I feel bad for taking away the hometown heroes win in that last main event, but you know, he's riding really awesome right now, and I'm just having a blast to be here.
Tadej Blasusiak has won the event here in Poland. How about that?
God, yeah, to be honest, I was second. I thought the last best result counts. To be honest, you know, it's just a lack of intensity, you know, when you never get to ride so hard in practice track. So I just didn't have it at the end of the moto, you know. So well, I work hard, eh? I mean, that old, still a little bit life left in this old man, so.
So Blasusiak wins the event ahead of Cody Webb in second and Billy Bolt on the podium. Manuel Lettenbicker had a great evening ahead of Alfredo Gomez. On his first Super Enduro event, Billy Bolt super happy with third position on the podium. A welcome return to Cody Webb in second position. But there was only one man the fans wanted to see, Tadej Blasusiak on the highest step of the podium, winning on his return. As the champagne sprayed, Blasusiak knew he had to do a lot between now and 2018 to hold on to that championship lead. The next round will be in Riesa in Germany in January.
There's more to come on the show after the break as we wind the clock back to the third round of the High Tech Drift All-Star Series from Winton Motor Raceway.